This is my mom's Honda Brio that hasn't been serviced in 6 years. I've been doing its oil change, fuel and air filter changes all by myself. I've told my mom that Honda isn't all that bad in its workshop, but she's never chosen to send it out there. This time though, we're going to find out what has been keeping this car in such fine condition despite it's got such a rash owner. Now the Brio is such a small buggy car to drive, and my mom has treated it like an absolute buggy. She's driven over bumps, potholes, speed breakers, everything in the damn roads without bothering about it for one bit. And that's probably one of the reasons why she's got this scruffy bumper out here, but the fiber in it has somehow stayed strong enough. Along the side as well, the car emphasizes this small profile that's so strong in it. You've got nice shoulder lines running all across it, zigzagging all around. Little bit of a chunky fender bumper coming out here. It sits on some cute little 14 inches right down there. They're probably losing their paint as well. I chose these rims for her back then. At the back end, the stickers that you see out here on this sweet old boot lid glass finish are still intact. And you're not going to believe this, but my Skoda Superb has these stickers peeling off to this day. Along the rear as well, it is widened up. That's what the look is. That's what it emphasizes. A nice little chunky slat along the bumper. All these years down the line as well, the tail lamps still look pretty modern enough. They are in trend and in sync with today's situation. They're 3D based. You can see the way you got this nice little star finish along the red line, whitened up background here. Totally classic touch there, making this car really feel like it is still alive today despite it's so many years old. Underneath this lovely glass lid boot, you're getting this removable parcel shelf, and of course the luggage compartment storage area isn't that much, but it's good enough for maybe a couple of mini bags in there. And yeah, it's a city car. Some people do like to take it on long distances. The rear seats are comfortably foldable though, with the complete tug here and here. They're gonna just fall just straight down at that. Get the parcel shelf removed, and you've got a lot of space in there if you want to travel a long distance, put in more luggage, whatever it is. The headlamps at the front are so bunny rabbit-esque, and the little chrome finish with the Honda in it, it just looks so cute all around. Nice little intake out here, giving some good air to the radiator that is totally exposed. You can see its horns out here as well. Underneath the belly of this bunny is what we've got, a 1.2 litre petrol engine producing 87 horses at 109 Newton meters of torque. The engine as well, you can clearly see all these elements around it, just so uncleaned, unkempt, totally dirty as ever. The recommended fuel type on the Brio is 91 rated octane value, so put that in, put anything higher, the car will enjoy it. The rubber packaging along the windows and doors has begun to wear off, but this isn't Honda's fault. This happens on most cars when they reach this many years of usage. Let's get into the Brio now and check out what it's like. Inside the driver's seat, materials around are not definitely going to be soft, but you've got this really huge swooping dash. Endless is the design, that's what I can say. Everywhere it's hard plastics. Storage spaces wise, the glove case does not open nice and wide, so it's just probably good enough for some papers or files, maybe a pouch. The storage in the door bins as well are good enough just for half a litre bottles, nothing more than that. Got a little bit of storage here, not even a cell phone's gonna fit in there. Couple of cup holders down here, some storage down there, a 12-volt charging socket down there. The AC control as well is pretty normal, just turn on the fan, put on the button, and it's on. The AC vents close up that way if you don't want them to be working. You've got a 4-speaker sound system here in the Brio. Sounds pretty decent. You've got a USB input here that does support your iPod as well, and auxiliary port up there. Gear lever has a nice chrome ring around it, and everything, all these materials in here are still so intact. Despite they may be hard and not that pleasing to touch, but they are so well made by Honda. Vanity mirror and only one of the visors, not on the driver's side. Got a 3-spoke steering wheel with some nice steering mounted controls. The mode button, of course, isn't for driving modes. It's meant for the radio if you want that, or you want your USB to play. Volume as well as these controls are only for the audio system. You got your RPM on the left side, speedometer in the middle, and a few warning signs as well as your light indicators on the right side. In the back seat of the Brio now, headroom is pretty decent, and I have this complete sense of airiness in the cabin. I can see everything from all sides, nothing's being cut out. Leg room, not that great of course. Seat in my position, 5'10" is what I am, and it's touching. So it's still not uncomfortable, that's all I can say. Seated at a nice high perched up position is the main positive. No armrest out here, but you do have seat belts at the back. Hardened up door panel. Automated windows. Little storage up here only. And there comes the speaker out there. All set to take the Brio for a spin. Key to ignite the ignition is what I did. So here we go. Now she's driven this car, I don't mean to say it, but yeah, it has been pretty maniac-ish, and it still somehow hasn't coughed up any problems. My Superb though has done quite a bit along the way, but this Brio right here has just sailed through it all so smoothly, and that too it's despite all the rash driving that's happened over bumps, through potholes, every single thing you could think of. She's just been so relentless driving down here at this gear lever. It has 5 gears. This is a 5-gear shifter. But my mum hasn't ever put it in the 5th gear unless I've absolutely forced her, yet she hasn't done it, and I've had to do it myself. So whenever she drives, she only puts it in the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd. So this car is so used to being driven only in those 2 gears throughout its time. Overall though, everything in this car, I don't know how Honda's built it. No service, whatever it is, it's just simply functioning so well. The suspension makes no noise whatsoever. You do tend to get a lot of rattling noise inside the cabin with the parts. They tend to move around a little bit, but it's all been built so strongly from the ground up by Honda that it just cannot be beaten down at the end. It all stays put. So the car has delivered, and my mum wants to continue using this one. She's not a fan of going out there and buying something new. She's attached to this. The Brio at the end is the car that my mum loves to use and she's never going to get rid of, and that's pretty much the way it suits her driving dynamic. And I totally can say that there's no issue with it, suspension wise as well. It just simply knows how to room to everything. Nothing in this will be at fault, and I cannot put a finger on it either. Honda's done a phenomenal job with everything that goes in this car, underneath it, in the bonnet, everywhere it is. Fine as ever.